Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Phenomenal.
It can come at any time. You're taking a bow or feeding a cow. Matter of fact, I got it now. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Victoria Bitter.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own. It could be that great chalk and biscuit coating. It could be that smooth toffee ice cream in the center, or that whole delicious golden gay time taste. Streets go.
I'm Danny, and I'm here to call out all you crack pack bitches. You think I don't see you there? I'm the OG of this shit. But you come after the king, you better come correct. I'm Danny, motherfucker. Who are you, crack pack? You smoke crack. You better watch your back.
Professor, would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside? Yes, I would, Kent.
Alrighty, we're here again. Ready. Here we go. John's Longbox waiting in the wings. We're here in mere moments. We will be launching his new first book ever, I do believe, Heroic Tales, #1, and I'm very excited about it. I got to meet John. God, it feels probably only a few months ago, but I think we became fast friends. We obviously both love comics. He probably loves them a bit more than I do. I mean, he put it in his name, and he's got thousands of them. I only have hundreds of them, but we also love board games. So I think we became fast friends, and I'm very happy to be here helping him launch his book. We have, and so are 35 of you, 38 jumping up already, and over on Rumble. We've got to get through the intro quick because we are launching this thing at 10 past the hour. So I might just stop my normal waffle. And I mean, I got to shout out Llama. He was first. He's always laughing at us in the chat, but he is Llama. Eric Grant just said hi. How there? No one's saying it. It was Toe Hair. I don't say his full name for obvious reasons. There might be children watching, but he was the first to snap the first. So congratulations to Toe Hair, getting it done. He'll be up there looking down upon us throughout the celebrations here. Sorry, Eric. Sorry, how dare you guys missed out. But we got Bretsky the Great here. Awesome one. A micro. What is Moromi posting? How do you even do that, Moromi? I didn't even know that's a thing you could do. We got timescales in the house. Perth says, hail to all with a long box. Hail indeed. Agent Zero's here. Matthew is here. The Rabbit Hole has been sharing this out like crazy. Thank you so much, man. Moby, yeah, please do share it out. I mean, launch streams, you want to get the most people possible in the house so we can kick this thing off with a bang. John has a very reasonable funding goal, by the way. I mean, he has a very affordable product, but a very reasonable funding goal. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully, good things. I would love to be able to play the celebration video. That would be amazing. Hail Mo Biggs in the house. Romo Art is here. Dean's here. Who else do I spy? Crenshaw. Look, all the great people in the house here. Shadow Punk, Immortal Rising. I am going to have to apologize to everyone. Actually, I'll shout this out because Schneely sent me a bogan chat. It says, what's up, Comicsgate? Hello, darling. What's up is we are about to launch a book. Jake Martin sends in 5 new bogans. Thank you so much, my friend. Very quickly, you get one of these. Thank you, and welcome to Von, What Geek, Hojo, Seto Knight, and Salkari Alt Enone. That name is impossible to pronounce. John, how you feeling?
I'm a little nervous. Thank you for doing this, Mike. This is awesome.
Don't be nervous. This is going to go off without a hitch.
Thank you, everybody in the chat, and thank you, everybody. Such words of encouragement. I'm getting messages now from family members and coworkers and guys who've been on my channel. Thank you so much. Oh,
Luke has you sorted over on Fund My Comic. The cool thing about Fund My Comic is it's automatic. You don't have to do anything. It's just gonna click over and go live.
I called. I messaged him today. Do I have to push a button?
The only issue is sometimes people set it for Central Time or Mountain Time or whatever, and it always goes Eastern Time. We've had a few issues with that, but I made sure to ask you to tell you. Make sure whatever it is, it's set to Eastern Time. And I think you're in Eastern Time anyway, so
yes.
It all works out. But yeah, so this will be going live in about 4 minutes. We're not going to go through the campaign yet, but I have posted the campaign link in the I've pinned it in the chat. Let me put it into Rumble as well.
Thank you.
You Rumble gang over there. It's in the description too. We are flush with links to this campaign. Rip roaring, ready to go. What Geek is thanking Jake for the membership. Yes, thank you, Jake. Look at Toe Hair looking down on us. Congratulations on your first for the year, Toe Hair. Whew. It's exciting times. 3 minutes to go. We got comic book Kelsey in the house. Notice the beard. This guy must know comics. Yes, you were just on with Kelsey, weren't you?
Yes, talking about Warlock, one of the greatest comics ever. You know,
over on John's channel. I'm going to put the link to your YouTube channel in the chat as well.
Thank you.
People who aren't aware.
Can I just give a shout out to Luke Stone?
Yes.
You can. I updated my campaign. We changed the images for the coins to the actual images, and I panicked because it had to get pre-approved. So I call Luke Stone panicking, and he's just like, "Okay, yeah, fixed." So guys,
he's such a calm individual.
Right, I was able to call the guy. You can't call the guy for Indiegogo. You can't call the guy for Kickstarter. I called the guy, and he was like, "It's fixed." As he's talking to me, being cool about it. Now I'm apologizing because I'm a crazy maniac because I'm nervous. And he was the coolest cucumber ever. He was so good.
Jake says, I know a beard of comic knowledge when I see one. This man is powerful.
we have coined a new term for comic book knowledge, a measurement.
Yeah. Comic book knowledge is measured in beard length. Obvious.
Yes.
I mean, this is so obvious.
You'll get there, Mike. You'll get there.
I know. I've grown it out. I've had the full Ned Kelly, but my wife, she wasn't really on board with it. She likes me to shave. I'm actually a bit long in the beard at the moment now. Yeah, John's beard game is strong. Right, I'm checking the clock. We are going to be going live with this. I mean, almost momentarily. What's going to happen is I'm going to play a countdown video. You all might be aware of it. It's a little bit soft. Make sure you turn up your headphones, turn up your stereo system, turn up your surround sound. We want you to be able to hear it. And when that happens, you guys come back and you let me know if you're back. I think it goes for about 30 seconds. So I'm going to leave it another 10 and then I'm going to hit the go on this. Jake Martin says, turn it up. This is suspenseful. I don't have seconds on my phone, so I'm just sort of looking at it. It's like, ready. Here we go. Screw it. I'm going to play it. Here we go. We're going to launch Heroic Tales comic book #1 by John's Longbox. Let's do it.
it up! Turn it up!
And here we go.
Of course, there's an explosion at the end of the countdown. Alex is already claiming back at number one.
Yes, I
think
just
you
got a
do
message.
You do get. Did you get it? Was he the first one?
Yeah, I just saw backer number one just popped up on my phone.
Oh, there we go. There
Thank
we
you,
go. Yeah,
Alex.
you get a number. I think now on Fund My Comic, but it's like a crazy number. We don't know exactly what it is, but hopefully, yeah, we'll get a sensical backer number soon. But congratulations. I don't know if you know this. Alex gets all the number ones. He collects them like friggin' comic books.
He's got
He has
sniper
like
software.
50 at this point. Comic says, now this is how you launch a book. This is how we do it over here, Kelsey. It's what people don't know. Absolutely. It is live. It is here. It's happened, John. You are a comic book creator now, officially.
I got to promise my coworker to let him know he doesn't understand how this works. He's like, let me know when it's live.
You gotta tell him how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go onto this site and then you
right.
hit back, and it's a whole thing. But let's do it. I think we saw Haldir says, I just backed. Thank you so much, Haldir. Mo Big says, I think the FMC numbers are the total backer numbers the site has gotten. Yeah, that's what I think so as well. It's like your backer number 11,000. Oh, that's awesome. I wish.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and Alex is going to go back. Hockey's book. Hockey is also launching right now over on Unhinged. We're going to raid into that show after this show within an hour.
Yeah,
so
we got to help everybody out. You know, there's no jealousy. We're all comic book people, the best people in the world.
Exactly. Matthew says his body is ready. All right. I'm going to
you have it.
I'm going to do a refresh. See where we're up to on the first little batch here. We've been live for a couple of minutes. Let's see how many backers we got here. 4 backers already. Whoa, 144 raised in 2 minutes. That's impressive, man. That's pretty good. That's 14%. We only need to get to 1,000 to be able to play our
coworkers going, how do I work this website?
Well, the good thing about Fund My Comic, it's got a shopping cart. It's pretty normal. It's like an online store pretty much. So yeah, Paula says, I love it when normies back comics. Well, they might be comic book people, but they're normies to crowdfunding sites. So they don't quite know the lay of the land just yet. Shadow Punk got the Pat Broderick cover, but no backer number. That's all right. We will salute you. We'll give you backer number 2, Shadow Punk. Oh, no. There was no, you're backer number 3. We're just going to go by
Shadow
ranking
Punk,
in the chat. Haldir was backer number 2. So whoever says it first in the chat.
And saying stuff all week. So thank you so much, Shadow Punk. And Shadow
Punk is great. He's a top. His
comic is quality too, guys. You know, Shadow Punk, when you're ready to launch the next one, make sure you come back. He
does these amazing 3Ds too. They're crazy. Yeah. They're so good. I wish I knew how anything to do with the one. He made one for me, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't. Yeah, I'll get to it. We got Felix Nuts, the Link Master in the house. Don't need to apologize, my friend. It's just great to have you. Grey Wolf just back. He's back at number 4 by my count.
Great. Thank you, dude. Grey Wolf. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Let's go, says Griftiverse. All right.
I got to put my phone down because it's sliding off my easel from all the notifications. Thank you, everybody.
This is great. I love it. This is the best time. Oh, Cranberry Langus is giving me a little update here. Let me refresh. We're getting like 25% of the way in, my friend. Whoa, no, more. 335 raised in 4 minutes. That is great. I love how he's got the raised in 4 minutes. That's friggin' good stuff, Luke. Man, I love this site. Excellent. All right. Heroic Tales. The Patriarch. That's his name, yeah? That's the name Correct. Of your main character, the Patriarch. He's a father to all.
Yes.
I think I read that somewhere. The world needs a hero's sacrifice. His family needs a father's protection. And you have, is Renzo the artist throughout the whole book?
Correct. Renzo Rodriguez is the artist to everything. He does the cover, and then I did a variant cover with Pat Broderick. It's exclusive to Fund My Comic. You will only be able to get the third cover on this.
We love both those guys. We love Renzo and we love Pat Broderick. I loved Bronze Star. I thought that was friggin' maybe book of the year. Rabbit Hole just backed. Hail Rabbit Hole. I think I'm going to give you number 5. Brian just backed. We had Brian on the other month. He's got his great book, Wolf and Batsy. He just backed. I'm going to give you number 6, Brian.
Brian has been.
Sorry, go on.
I said Brian has been so helpful throughout this whole campaign, giving me advice, showing me what to do. Same with Fabrizio, who's I just saw in the chat. Oh, Fourth Age is in the chat. That's RJ.
Yo, RJ. Great to have you here, my friend. He just backed. I knew this would be right up RJ's alley.
Yes. RJ. Yeah. Oh, my partner saying, can I also buy a coin?
Fabrizio just backed as well.
I will say this:
those hero coins. We're going to get to it in a second. We're just basking in the glory of the initial launch right now. Like Romo Art just back. This is great. I have good feeling that this is going to get funded live, and I love it when that happens.
I also have to say, Romo Arts, Ron, he does the unheroic tales, the backup. He's got a 7-page story, self-contained.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
he's freaking
and his
great,
wife
man.
does Mabel Bakes, great cookies.
His art is so good.
I got to give Brittany a shout out. She sent me a box of cookies, and I did not want to share them with anybody.
Why would you?
I was like, Smeagol, my precious.
How does a man have a cookie in his life? All right, I'm going to refresh here. Whoop, $407 from 13 backers. I was worried because you've got just the book by itself. It is quite affordable. It's $10. You can get a digital for $6. Sounds like the backers are coming out and backing some bigger tiers, which is very encouraging.
I was very adamant about the comic being affordable. Comic books should be affordable, And guys, I spared no expenses on making this comic. So I can see.
We're going to scroll down in a bit.
A lot of people have told me that I'm being crazy by making it too cheap, but this is an all ages comic, and that means it should be affordable to all ages. What? A 7-year-old's really going to pay $20 for a comic book? And if you do that, that's fine. I understand that. You know what I mean? But I wish I could make it cheaper, but it is what it is. Economics is what it is.
We understand especially if you got these amazing artists on the book. It really cannot be cheap to produce this. Immortal Rising just back. Thank you so much, man.
He's got a good comic too. Half the chat's been on my channel, and it's just $10. Yes, I'm crazy.
$10 or $6 for digital. Pert says you're crazy, John.
Yes, I am crazy, and it's a great comic.
Captain Bipto wants to know, what about a senior citizens discount? I think it's already $10. Fairly affordable. Yeah, that's the discount. You owe $10. You are being crazy, but thanks for the crazy prices. It is funny in crowdfunding, indie comics. Yeah, $10. Are you nuts?
I feel guilty as it is. I feel guilty. And guys, it's done. Renzo just handed in the last pages. We're just gonna start doing the lettering. Depending upon how this launch goes, we're starting issue 2 on Monday.
I think it's going very well. Actually, yes, Eric Grant says I just
sleep tonight. Last night I had horrible nightmares.
Thank you, Eric. No, everything's going perfectly. Everything's going great. I knew it would. I kind of watched the sort of buzz around the books before they go live. I had no worries about this.
Thank you.
Stream. I knew it would go off with a bang. Crom just backed as well. There's no clue what. I hope it was a comic book.
Crom's another guy who's been helping me out. Crom, thank you, Crom. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, Eric's been looking forward to this one for a while. And RJ has a bit of a marketing thing for you. Not cheap, John. Inexpensive. It's inexpensive. Yes. I like to say affordable.
It's affordable. Get perfect word. That's I mean, people were telling me to increase the price to 20. I don't know.
How long is the book? How many pages?
It's 30 pages. I
think that's a good price. Yeah,
it's 20. I think a 20 page
$20 is a lot for 30 pages. I agree. I think that's a bit. If you want to spend 20 to 25 minimum, I think 48 plus.
I agree.
And and then it's got to be like expensive stock, and maybe some treatment on the cover or something special. So I think it's actually a really good price.
Thank you
for a comic. Jake backed, guessing he was number 16. Congrats on the cock, John. This cock is on everyone's lips. Now you know what cock is, yeah? When we say cock in this context, creator-owned comic.
Oh, okay.
Nothing else.
Guys, I've been trying to jam this cock down everybody's throat for a long time. So thank you. I appreciate it.
And now they're willing to take it. So it's good.
Yeah, guys.
It's good.
Yeah.
I love you're embracing the cock. Excellent. Yeah. Schnelly just backed. Thank you, darling.
Thank you. And I'm seeing new names, guys. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. People. Oh yeah, a lot of cock, guys.
Just wait till Cocktober rolls around.
The Patriarch is the swellest cock you'll ever see.
we know. Yeah, he's a working cock.
Yeah, he's got 7 kids for a reason.
Embrace it. This is gonna get clipped. No one's gonna clip this. Everyone knows what we're talking about.
And Cooper's been a great buddy too. Cooper from Telepathic Rabbit. Thank you. Telepathic buddy.
He has a good YouTube channel as well. Everyone subscribe to the Rabbit Hole. Yeah, great discussions over there. I'm gonna refresh this because we're probably over 50% funded at the moment. I think. Boom, 57. This is gonna happen, John. All right. Oh, I like that. Sumo, yes. It's the swellest. He's the swellest. Let me shout out to Dr. Mars Retro Elixir over on Rumble. He's watching us over there with the Rumble gang, who are 8 strong. Thank you, everyone. We've got 63 people over here. Thank you so much, everyone. Please do like the stream, share it out, let everyone know this party is going on, and we are on our way. The trajectory is happening, and we haven't even gotten to the campaign yet. We are going to scroll down. We're going to check out, see what this is all about. Is there a quick sort of pitch, a quick elevator pitch you can give for the book?
So Heroic Tales is my love letter to Blue Sky superhero comics. And the Patriarch is juggling between being a loving father, a devoted husband, and the world's most popular superhero. Note that I did not say powerful, because that's going to be just like your dad, when your dad was up, like, how are we going to afford Christmas? The Patriarch, he worries about everything. So he's creating this persona that he's got everything under control, that he's the most powerful, but he's not, so he's and that's one of the things you're going to find.
I like that. I've never heard of that before. That's great.
I've
never heard anyone make a superhero like that before. That's a really cool way of thinking of it, because anyone, especially anyone who's a father, knows that's how it is.
Right.
When you're the dad, you don't let the
the kids know
that out there, reach down to your family. So I really like that. That's a cool idea for a comic.
You'll see in a later issue that there is a Superman character, the most powerful Superman, and for story reasons that I'm not going to explain yet, Patriarch is taking over the game. That's why he's got the cape and the Superman archetype, although his powers are vastly different. In this,
I also like his little gray in his beard too. I relate to that.
You should play him in the movie. We'll get
we have the same. It's lucky we have the same physique too.
Yeah.
Just ask my wife. It's like a spitting image, right?
I told Renzo, just draw Michael Bancroft.
I like you reduced the sort of forehead length though, so that's good. That's healthy, back to a normal level. What Geeks do just backed as well. He says, "Congrats, John. You are killing it. You're absolutely crushing it on this launch." So
thank you.
Let's keep it going, everyone. Let's get this thing funded live, because then we can.
So you'll see the bad guy kind of figures out how his powers work in this, and then of course it's a superhero comic, so the bad guy's return. He's going to up his game. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, no, don't. It's a 30-page book, so back it and read it and find out exactly what's happening. We don't need to give away the goops live on the stream here. Just check it out.
It's a 20-page story of the Patriarch, and then a 7-page story of Unheroic Tales, a bad guy called the Suit, who becomes the mayor of Science City. So you'll see his origin, and then there's a couple of ads. I put that in quotation mark. That, oh my God, I want to give them away, but I can't. They're great. I just saw some thumbnails of one of the ads that's going in. Oh my God, it's brilliant. And then Renzo is it
a throwback ad?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah, I think I know what you would want to put in there.
Yeah, because it's like I said, it's a love letter to Bronze Age Marvel comics. So you'll see. I don't want to give it away.
No.
It's going to have a map of Science City. Renzo is, he was a technical artist before he started doing, so he could draw a city and all the stuff. So that's what he's working on now.
I think Andy Smith did something. I don't know if it's exactly like what you're talking about, something like that in Cordrath or First Man. I can't remember exactly which one, but he did an ad like might be similar-ish, but I really like that. I think that's cool. It's fun. Yeah. Pert says Dad bod is Bancroft's body type. No, my body type is Ninja Turtle. Get it wrong. I have the shape of a Ninja Turtle. Nolan Lockhart just backed both covers. Thank you so much, Nolan. You are a bloody legend.
Pat Broderick was such a great guy to work with. I got to thank Mike Barron for asking him for me and, put him in touch. Because I didn't think I could just approach somebody like Pat Broderick and say, you want to draw a cover for me? I'm nobody. And he was great. Everybody has been so great. I sound like Sally Field right now. You like me?
I love everybody. Well, Mike loves you. He says John's comic universe is massive and awesome. Readers are in for a real treat. Is this someone who's read your stuff?
This is Mike. Mike is my childhood buddy. We were born next door to each other. He's got a comic book right now on Kickstarter called Thunderverse Comics. His comic is called Marshall Strong. It's set in the same world. Why? Because these comics came from our role-playing games. Mike was a character.
Oh, awesome.
So we've been playing for 30 years. So he knows the stories and everything like that. And it's funny because I didn't want to use his character in my comic because I thought he would get mad. And then when I told him I didn't use his character, he's like, "Why didn't you use my character?" So I got to include Mike's
What's
character.
The name again of the
Marshall
comic?
Strong. If you go to Kickstarter,
Marshall Strong, if anyone can find that on Kickstarter, if you're a mod, maybe you can put the link in the chat. Because if it's set in the same universe, people might want to go grab that as well.
Yeah, he made the comic years ago. So his comic is 10 years in the past of my comic. My comic is set in 2024. His comic is set in 2010. Yeah, if you go to Kickstarter, look up the Thunderverse, his comic, there's like 4 comics you can get Thunderverse. His is called Marshall Strong.
That's your guys' shared universe, the Thunderverse?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Check out the rabbit hole. He says, check the total. We're closing in. All right, let me refresh here.
And it's good to see you, Mike. Thank you.
Ooh, look at that. 770. You are right. We are closing in. I have a sort of like celebration video that I play whenever something gets funded live, and it doesn't happen all the time. And maybe happens about half the time. And I don't think I've played it in probably months. So I'm very excited if this gets funded in the next half an hour, which the trajectory shows like it probably could. In 17 minutes, I know, right? How awesome is that?
Oh, I love that picture.
Bloody-tastic. So we got that Renzo cover here.
So that's Renzo's
I love how everyone's like filming it. It's so now.
Yeah.
And but you can also get the Pat Broderick cover. My first interaction to Pat was on Bronze Star, and I was just blown away by his art.
What I remember one of the first comics, I didn't buy it, but when I was a kid, I got older brothers, and comic books just showed up at my house. Was Pat Broderick drawing Captain Marvel in Marvel Spotlight, and I've been a fan. So Pat Broderick is the first comic book artist that I fell in love with. So I was like, I this is just like a
how cool is that?
So
we live in very exciting times.
Yeah.
The fact that this is possible. The same thing happened with the Diaz brothers and Simon Bisley, just massive Bisley fans. And now he gets Bisley covers on his books. It's like we live in crazy, awesome times. And if you can grab the bull by the horn and, get out there, it's like some cool stuff can happen. So that is the second cover. Look at this back cover. I chose this one because, I know he's the patriarch. I put him on the thumbnail, cradling the baby there.
So this is the back cover. The comic starts out, and then the name of the story is called Daddy's Home. He's just trying to get home, and it's just problems of a superhero, and then this is what he comes home to, the baby. You can see these are all his kids. That's his wife with the pink
He's been busy, John.
Yeah.
Very busy.
And
getting it done.
They live on a farm in the mountains, and in issue 3, we'll learn more of why the family is not in the city. You know, you notice his wife is got
If
some
you can
scars.
live out here like this, why would you live in a city?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
So,
Dr. Much, Restaurant Alexa over on Rumble says, congratulations to John. He says he loves that Broderick cover.
oh yeah, isn't that great? And then here's some. I wanted to put interior pages to show you that it's not a bait and switch. Renzo is doing all of the artwork.
Oh, dude.
You know, for the Patriarch, and that's Boss Moxie, and those are his henchwomen. And if you could see, there's a statue in the background that'll be playing a part in the comic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. You know, I'm throwing Easter eggs, and I guess I'm not supposed to tell you
Easter eggs and details.
You know,
some nice pert buttocks.
Yeah, it's
in the background. I know Renzo likes a bit of cheesecake if he gets the opportunity.
You know,
yeah, man. And who's coloring this too?
Daniel De La Silva Rodriguez. He also colors Perfect 10 for Genuine Comics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, these are great. I hadn't seen these until yesterday when I just sort of popped in to check out the campaign. And yeah, no, I was very, very happy to see these pages. I was like, oh damn, these are top notch. Renzo's been crushing it lately. He needs to work for a lot of people now.
Such a great guy too.
Holton. Yeah, always really nice.
Yeah. It's funny because Richard C. Meyer over at Diversity in Comics said, like, what, don't people just rob banks anymore in comics? So I said, I'm starting out my comic with the bank robbery as is, you know, in homage to Richard Meyer, you know. And so this is actually the first appearance of the Patriarch in a comic. And this was the first page Renzo sent me. And oh my God, when I saw that, I was like, if Renzo doesn't want to draw my comic, I don't want to make a comic. Look I sent him, I wish I saved it, a horrible sketch because I can't draw. And he turned it.
Oh, you did thumbnails for him to
for the characters, just for the characters. You know, I'm not an artist in any sense, but I did design the costumes, and I you know, so he go, and then he just cleaned it up and made it so good. Look at that. You know, a superhero costume has to be simple and elegant in my mind. You know, not too many lines. You know, I just love that. I try to get
and he does really cool backgrounds and everything. He fills out the page really well. I'm a big fan of Renzo.
Yeah.
Patriarch is a massively successful cock already. He is. I mean, look at him go. He's getting it done over here in the farm. He's getting it done here in the city. He's getting it done everywhere. Cam is in the house. Backed Heroic Tales, backed Marshall Strong. And not just because they're my pals. These comics will be good. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Cam.
Marshall Strong in the chat. I don't know if we did, but yeah, you can find it over on Kickstarter. So
if you go to Kickstarter, look up Thunder Zone and then Marshall Strong. That's my buddy Mike's comic. And Cam, we went to the same comic store together as kids, you know. So, you know.
Nolan says, finally a hero that will uphold and defend the patriarchy.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. How it needs to be. Michael Ferraro for $1.99 just backed. Now watch Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. Yeah, do that.
I just watched Die Hard in the movie theater about a month or two ago. It was.
Did you?
Yeah, they re-released it because nobody wants to go to the movies anymore. They got to re-release good.
I know. Yeah, they got to release actual good movies. Yeah, you're so true.
So I never saw it before, so the first time I saw it in a movie theater, and oh my God, I had to. Even my wife, she rolled her eyes. You want to go see Lethal Weapon? At the end of the movie, she's like, "I'm so glad we did this."
Yeah, I was too young. I think I never caught it in the actual theater. Sean B in the house says looks great, just backed. Shadowpunk agrees, very impressive artwork. Rabbit Hole says that's a man right there. Whoa at 89%. All right, let me scroll up and have a look at that.
RJ has been one of the guys. He's one of the first people in all of like YouTube comic sphere to reach out and talk to me and work with me. So RJ, you know, he's got a comic called Thomas Valiant. And he's got Crom the Destroyer. You know, these are all active right now. Just good stuff.
I believe it's at 91%, RJ, which is amazing. We are very, very close right now. You know, a few backers could probably get this
Felix
done.
just put the link to my buddy Mike's comic, Thunder Zone Comics.
Hey, thank you, Felix. Thunder Zone Comics on Kickstarter.
What I'd like to do, you know, if my comic does well enough, I'd like to have like a storefront, and I will sell the Marshall Strong comic along with my comic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're in the same universe, sounds like a perfect opportunity. And maybe once you're in, second, third issues, you can sell back issues of both on each other's campaigns and stuff.
Yes.
Sounds like a good plan. More people need to do stuff like that, I think. Jasper is in the house. What up, Jasper? We just launched Heroic Tales #1. RJ is great. Yeah, RJ is like the smartest guy in comic books, I think. It's hard to keep up with him, but he's a great dude too. King Ban here. Also got Cole King says, easy back. The book looks great. I love the concept. Yeah, I do too. I love the way he described the patriarch.
I got tired of dads always getting, made the joke, in comic books, and commercials, like, oh, I can't open the jar of mayonnaise, honey. You know what I mean? So I was like, my favorite comic of all time is the Fantastic Four, and Reed Richards is the patriarch of the Fantastic Four, and it just seems like in the past decade or so they've been doing him dirty, and I'm like, I want to make and my dad was a great guy. I had a happy childhood. And so I'm like, I want to make a comic book.
Vaughn just put out his book, Phenomenova. That's sort of a tribute to his father as well. And I always thought, like, people always ragged on Homer Simpson back in the day, but originally Homer Simpson, even though he was an adult, he was a fantastic dad back in the day. I mean, he had his gag where he strangled Bart, but beside that, he was a fantastic dad, and they ruined him. They turned him into this like terrible dad, and it's like, it's just so par for the course out there for mainstream to just belittle fatherhood. You are very correct on that. I always do like seeing a positive portrayal.
You're a father, right?
Yeah, I got 2 kids myself.
You see, I'm not a dad, but like I said, all my buddies, my buddy Mike is a great dad. Cam is a great dad. These are people I know in person. And I think it's important that fathers are goofed on. And so I was like, you know what? I want to make a character that represents fatherhood and everything positive about, he's positive masculinity,
Yeah. People are craving that when the mainstream doesn't provide the sorts of stories that people want to read. It's a great opportunity for indie guys to just slide right in. And
I got tired of complaining about comics. And I said, I'm going to make comics that I want to read. And, look at Renzo's artwork there. Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying. Look, he really fills in the page with just so much cool stuff. That's the cool thing about comics. We were talking about this the other day. Like, what do you love about comics? The fact that you can just, and Renzo said this, you can just linger on a page and just soak in everything at your own pace.
Yeah.
And make it work. I love that effect there is done with the guns hanging on the ground. I'm going to steal that. I like that. I like that bounce effect. That's cool. How fathers and fatherhood. Yes, my son's name is Clark.
Hey, Elon. Hey, he's got a comic coming out called The Plunger.
He does. Yeah, that looks great. I've seen him. He's shared some of the stuff with that. With me. And what gig just backed Phenomenova today? Excellent.
I backed Phenomenova opening night. That was a no-brainer. Vaughn is a good guy. Yes, and the comic Phenomenova also has some tribute to his dad, and yes, his father was killed in 9/11. So, and we got more pages.
So he flies. He's got he's probably got some level of super strength. But are you gonna reveal his sort of full power set, or is that a
when we scroll down to the bottom, so you see here, like half his face, that it shows you that he has some sort of sensory ability. He's different than Superman.
You can see the
and right over here you'll get a clue about his powers. You see that there's he repairs the car with his mind.
Look at that.
And if you zoom in on that panel that says gas, I want to show this. Wolf and Batsy make a surprise. Oh, Wolf and Batsy make a little appearance in my comic.
Oh, I didn't see him at first. Oh, that's cool. Did Brian know that?
Yeah, I asked him for permission because Brian's been extremely helpful, and I was like, I gotta give a little help. So in my universe, Wolf and Batsy is a popular cartoon.
Oh, that's cool. That's fun. I like that
And
stuff.
Fabrizio Aiello has I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be as cryptic as possible. Wolf and Batsy and Horace H. Hoover are in my comic, but they're not in my comic. And yes, I'm being cryptic on purpose. Back the book and find out what I'm talking about. Thank you, Brian, for all your help.
Deb Goth Schnelly just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Let me play you one of these to say thank you.
Cheers, biggies.
And I think we got King Bang, Creators Outlet, Agent Zero, Geronimo, and Squibs all received their newly minted Bogan hood. So thank you very much, Schnelly. Yeah, man, it just keeps coming. And the colorist has done fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Mixing up the sort of the palette and everything. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah. I'm gritting ear to ear. Thank you guys. I don't know.
Got some sort of I wouldn't say it's like healing or like manipulation kind of power. I'm picking it up. The classic thank you, citizens.
Yeah.
I love that from what was that from? The cartoon movie.
I forget. Do you play role-playing games?
No, I'm just like normal board games. I don't get into the role play stuff.
Because this is all inspired from my role-playing game. So I will have his powers and his stats on the stretch goal cards.
Oh,
but
nice.
I will tell you that his highest stat will be charisma. He's that's his thing. He's very charismatic. People like him. Like Superman. When Superman shows up, you're like, oh, Superman's here. So he's the patriarch. He's everybody's father figure. He's well liked. Charisma is not his dump stat. So here is a coin that I made up because I love coins. And guys, if anybody backed the coin as an add-on, let me know if it's working. My buddy said that he couldn't do it, but I don't know if he just had trouble navigating this. But let me know if the coin works. But
is it like, do they have add-ons on Fund My Comic?
Yeah,
you just put things in your cart. I think that's how it works. You put things from the campaign.
I think he just didn't click up. But for the coins are $5. I made these pint glasses. And one side says Heroic Tales. The other side, like here, has the patriarch's laurel wreath on it.
Oh, nice
symbol, because he's a dad. He likes.
Make sure you ship that in a sturdy box.
Yes. It looks like I was saying that if it doesn't do well, I will send everything out myself. But if it does well, I'll be using Critical Blast, and he's so he will ship it to you properly. He's a professional. RJ,
yeah, no, he's great.
Everybody named RJ is a good guy. Oh, you got a coin. Work. Oh, good.
Eric Grant got it as well.
I like coins. I like custom coins. So like I want to try to make a coin for every comic, for every superhero symbol in my comic. And I was going to
go back up.
Oh yeah,
and see how close we are, because we were at 91%, and I would love. I mean, we got 18 minutes left. We can 95%.
Oh boy, this is exciting, guys.
Probably the next backer, maybe.
My phone
depends what they get.
Again, I have
to
to
put it done
on the table because it keeps vibrating every time somebody backs, and it's falling off my easel. Thank you.
That's great. I love the first day, all those notifications.
So issue number 2, I was going to have a different character, and then I realized I was probably like doing the a mistake, because people seem to really like the patriarch. People have been doing fan art. I mean, he hasn't even been published yet. People doing fan art. Don from Don Draws drew some fan art. A friend of mine just unsolicited sent me a pic. So I said, I think people would get upset. It would if I so I decided.
I would think so. Yeah, maybe do what Dave does at Genuine Comics, where he'll do like an arc, maybe a 3 or 4 issue arc or whatever. And then once you've in an arc, you can really build the interest in the other characters. And it's weird. The characters you think people might love, they might not be
right.
As,
I'm so curious about that.
Someone else that they love, like, oh, we need a book of this character, and you didn't even realize that.
Well, my goal is to take over all of comic books, and okay.
Do you have a small goal? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a modest goal, guys.
Yeah.
No, but so this is what my solution is. I every issue is going to have the patriarch, and then you flip the book over, and it's going to be a different character. So
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's
it's gonna be a
interesting.
flip book. So it's gonna have 2 front covers on every issue. So
I
next
love
issue-
I love how you can do these interesting, quirky things with comics that you just don't really have the opportunity to do with other mediums, and that's really cool. I remember flip books from back when I was a kid.
Yeah, I got so
They were always
excited.
fun. I like that.
I got so
And plus, you
excited
get to have other artists and stuff if you want, you know, do some things and
so I'd like to do 2 superhero stories, and then if I hit a stretch goal, Ron Mosicki is going to be my guide to do unheroic tales, you know, stories about villains. You know, some of the villains will have
as Mo Biggs points out to RJ of the Fourth Age. Always wait for fan feedback. You don't want to kill off the next ostrich, the human calculator.
Yeah,
fatal mistake there.
or kill the jawbreakers in your first issue.
I know. Ambitious is. I respect it.
Thank you.
We got a massive super chat from Jason Mike. Can we recognize what Malin achieved today? He was about to get bounced from C2E2 when security asked why. He said because he votes conservative. Their superiors decided he did nothing. He's now welcome at the con. CG win. I watched it live just randomly. I was out playing poker last night till like 2 a.m. in the morning. I given myself a little break for the first time in months. And I was coming back and like, oh, look, Malin's at the con. And he was getting escorted out. And like, oh, here we go. And yeah, they were cool. And I was typing in the chat. It's like, this just goes to show. Remember that term, online conversation? It used to be popular back in the day, and people sort of have stopped using it because I guess we're just so online now. And I was just like, this just goes to show. Malin was walking around C2E2, and it was like nothing was happening. No one cares. Like no one was in any danger. No one was, you know, freaking out. No one was getting harassed.
Oh my God! There's a rogue comic book artist roaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm very happy that they came to their senses and just.
Does anybody know what EVS dressed up as to go?
He didn't. He was doing a ruse. He went on the plane. He's like, I'm on the plane, I'm heading out. He went to NASCAR instead. So.
Oh man, I was so hoping to see him like dressed up as Barney or something. You know?
Can see him in AI. Some people have been sharing around some AI.
That's funny
things for that. So yeah, no, that's great. Like just a win for sanity as well. So
right, it's ridiculous, guys. It's first off, John Malin drew the X-Men, Ethan Van Sciver drew Green Lantern. These are mainstream guys. They should be. Who else goes to comic conventions? But guys who drew the X-Men and Green Lantern.
People should be allowed to go to comic conventions unless you have actually threatened someone,
committed a real, actual, dangerous crime. Yes.
People need to realize that there's the online world and then there's the real world. And you know, in the real world, people can just look at you in the eye and know that, come on, this is all ridiculous. So
refresh it. Refresh it, Mike.
Oh, hang on a sec. Let me get my video ready. It's been so long, I'm gonna dust it off. Where is it? All right, let's refresh. Bada boom, bada boom. Bada bing! Congratulations, you are funded. Love it. In 38 minutes, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Who's come?
I know I'm supposed to be humbled, but I'm not humbled. I'm like, wow, this is awesome.
All right, you guys earned it. Man, I'm so happy I'm so
Thank you.
happy that this got funded. Look at that in 38 minutes. Love
Thank
it.
you, everybody.
Love to see it, especially the fact that, as we pointed out, I mean, you have an affordable comic here. It's $10 for the comic. It's $6 for the
Wow,
digital. You
people
can
are buying
get
the
3
bundles.
together
Thank
for
you, guys.
$25. So it's even cheaper if you get 3. If you want to go on with your friends, if they live near you, it's even cheaper. So you get a $5 discount if you want to get 3.
$20, you get a
yeah.
comic and a glass.
It just goes to show, like, that's amazing. You're able to raise $1,000 on a very affordable product in just 38 minutes. So
guys,
thank you so much, everyone out there.
Here, so that means the first the first stretch goal was going to be Ron Mosicki. So, but I was like, let's go, let's do it. So these are collector's cards. So the art and the coloring is already done for the 6 cards, and then the back is going to have their stats. I play a role-playing game called Villains and Vigilantes. I contacted Fantasy Games Unlimited and spoke to them, and they gave me their blessing. They said, put their stats. So I'm going to put the stats in.
That's awesome.
In the back of the card. Scott Bizarre of Villains and Vigilantes, he said that he was going to put my link on his site, and somewhere down the line, if I get around to 6 issues, we're going to make a V&V supplement that's an official Villains and Vigilantes product that you could play my characters in that role-playing game. So, like I said, I got big plans, guys.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
100%. Like, yeah, crossover. Get it. Like, who's another? I think I think it's Andy Smith. He has a game sheet with his draft book as well.
Yeah, Dennis Turner is making a role-playing rules, and that's something I'm in long-term plans. Is I would like to, because I play Village Vigilantes, but I house rule it a lot. I would like to, formalize my house rules and make my own role-playing game for this.
Yeah,
a superhero role-playing game,
of course.
And I unofficially say, but officially, if we make it to $100,000, I'm flying everybody out here to make up their characters, and we'll do a live action role-playing game. So come on, guys, you can afford 20 copies. You can afford.
When you say everyone, I don't know. Anything can happen.
This is the Avengers right over here. Look, these guys are awesome. Bill Williams he's gonna start lettering any second now. He's Bill Willingham's letterer. He has a comic called Punchline that with awesome comic. What a great guy.
That looks great.
Oscar Carano, he's the colorist for Ron Mosicki on the Unheroic Tales. Ron is a great guy. Ron also has a comic called Nano 13, another comic that's live right now that he's doing all the artwork. I back that. Guys.
Yeah, Ron is this guy's art blows me away. Yeah. He's friggin' fantastic. Jim Cox, Bogan member for 22 months. He says, cheers to the good side of CG. Well, cheers right back to you, Jim.
Comic books are so much fun, guys.
We always have to remember that. That's always said, we're doing this. We're putting ourselves through all this pain of, making comics and everything because we love them. And, I love talking about them and reading them and, the different ways that they can be made and everything. And you can always remind yourself of that, regardless of stuff that's going out there and, the internet, crazy people here and there. So, thank you.
My buddy
so
Mike
much.
just super chatted you.
Oh, Mike. Actually, I didn't play a thing for Jasper either. So I'm going to give a double big thank you to these massive super chats. You guys, you know what you guys are? You guys are this. Maybe turn down your mic for this one.
Absolute mad lad.
Thank you so much, Mike and Jasper. Mike says, thanks for mentioning my Thunder Zone Marshall Strong Kickstarter, and nobody loves comics like John. How do I pronounce your last name?
Boa.
I didn't want to say it. I was like,
I know. Everybody stops.
Either way.
What I love is my mail. But my mail that comes in the mail, it says John Bug, John Bus, John Bun. They always get it wrong. I call up my sister whenever I get the mail and it says John Bug. That's our favorite. John Bug. She goes, oh, I haven't got Bug in a while.
Look at this. Look at this man's back. Look at this man's beard and look at his background. Does he look like a man who doesn't enjoy a comic book?
Is my spinner rack over there?
Oh, you got a spinner rack. That's great.
And here's my stack of 2 Read comics over here. You know, I got comics. I got a long box right here. Oh, geez, I got comics everywhere.
He surrounds himself with the medium.
You know,
Yeah, no, I got that straight away when I was hanging out with you. I was like, okay, this is a
Was
man
it
who
you-
knows his comic books.
when you posted on Twitter the other day, what is your favorite part about comics? And I
Yeah,
said the
yeah.
imagination, the imagination. And Kelsey Shannon,
Yeah, there's
and I-
no limit to it.
Right.
You can literally do whatever you want. I was at Kelsey the other day. They were talking about, this is a nebula. Like, this is a character that's a nebula. I'm like, yes, you
Yeah.
can do that. You can go that large with it. So
yeah, Kelsey and I were talking about Jim Starlin's Warlock, and Kelsey was just like, and I said, name something you've seen cool in a movie, and we could show you the comic that did it 25 years earlier. You know,
very true. Yeah, very true. Yeah, that stuff always. So when I was a kid, I've always felt like it's a little bit weird. You know, I really when I was originally got into comics, I was just reading Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's a very he's really cool. He's on the street, you know, he's fighting weird villains down in the streets of New York. So I always thought the cosmic stuff was too out there for me, and as I grew up, that was what I loved the most. And I friggin' it was just like, oh man, this is the coolest stuff ever. So I love that.
So much fun. It's funny because lately I stopped watching TV, or whenever I feel I want to watch something on TV, I read a comic. You know, I don't complain about TV anymore. I just read comics.
I'm trying to do that as well. Just talk about cool new stories and characters in indie comics. That's sort of become my focus, because I was doing that for a while, talking about movies and TV shows and everything, and complaining and all that sort of jazz. You know? And I was just like, and I think I just got it one day. I was like, I really don't care. I don't care anymore. It was fun for a bit, and it's like, I'd rather just talk about, look at what my friend's making, this awesome comic. It's friggin' great. And, obviously not enough people know about it. It's sort of a bit of a niche scene, but man, if more people knew about it and how cool some of this stuff was, sure it would take off. It's just like getting that message out there is hard. Matthew agrees. Definitely the fun.
Oh, cigar
Mabel
smoking.
Bakes is going to send congrats cookies.
Yeah.
Says Romo Art.
Romo's wife, Brittany, makes the best chocolate chip cookies. She sent me a box.
They're the ones you eat all by yourself?
Yeah, I got this big box of cookies, and my wife was like, oh, what? You hire people and you make them send you cookies? Like, she was all mad. She thought I was extorting cookies from Ron. And then I opened it up. She's like, these are good cookies. And it was funny because friends were coming over for a game night. My wife goes, hide this box.
Yeah, you don't want to give away the good stuff. Bring out the Ritz crackers. Don't give away that good homemade cookies. I think a lot of us are feeling that way, Bancroft. Yeah, I hope that you are. And because that's sort of going to be my focus going forward on the channel is, this people out there making indie comics, and not enough people are talking about what's in them. And I know that's a really hard task because there's not like huge amounts of interest out there organically. But if I think if enough people start, there's some really, really cool stuff happening. So hopefully it takes off. We'll see how it goes.
It all depends. That's that expression. There's two wolves inside of you. Which one? Guys, we could dwell in misery and drama, or we could realize why we like comics and focus on that. I'm tempted. I'm human, and people have been trying to drag me into drama, believe it or not, and sometimes I succumb to the bait, but it never ends well. I joke around.
Jay, that's interesting. Look at this. Jake Martin says that never occurred to me, Bancroft. The reason I discovered your channel was from a short you made about the series From. Now I'm fully into comics. That is awesome. Yeah, that is the sort of content I would also make, is that I'm watching this and I make that stuff like that From short just because I was like, I freaking love this show. I want to talk about it. So I just made a quick short and it's got like 700,000 views or something now. So that is stuff I probably will keep doing, because I if I find a good TV show, they're kind of rare, but like From was rare. I was like, wow, this is a really good TV show. I will get back into that.
That's cool, Jake.
It's good for reaching out and find, and that's so cool. We got Jake here. That is awesome. That's freaking great. Oh yeah. When I get my book done, I'm just doing I got my first pass of letters from Eric Weathers just yesterday. So we're kind of going through them and making all sorts of notes and stuff. So we're really getting pretty close now to finishing Painted Death. So once that is out, I'll have more time to focus on growing the channel back up, finding new people out there who might be interested in what we're doing over here in comic books. So yeah, that's exciting, man. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't know that. That's cool. Schnelly says I was my gateway to comics game. There you go. The shepherd. Mike, read my chat. I used my budget timely. This one, Cartoonist Kayfabe, left this one, left the YouTuber Void for Better or Worse. You know what? I never actually watched Cartoonist Kayfabe, but
Yeah.
you're not talking about the super chat. Yeah, I read your super chat. I mean, I can read it again. Mike, can we recognize that what Malin achieved today? He was about to get bounced from C2E2 when security asked. He said because he votes conservative, his superiors decided he did nothing. He's now welcome at the con. CG win.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's so
Jet.
silly.
It was a really good moment. I thought I had read it. Sorry if I just went off on.
Yeah, you read it. You read it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that was cool. It was great to see a little bit of sanity return.
God knows we all
even
can
if
do
it is momentary. All right. I don't think I'm gonna do a final refresh here. I do have to go because we gotta raid into Unhinged, Jason Bascom's channel. He's launching Hockey's book at the moment. 33 backers, John. 105% funded, and this is only the beginning. This is just we're not even an hour in.
Not even an hour, guys. Thank you. Let's keep doing $1,000 an hour for the next 119 days. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, how much? You'd make a good amount of money doing that. And everyone, do go and subscribe to John's Longbox. You do interviews. You do what else do you do over on your channel?
I started out just doing showcases about comics, like just me talking about comics. Like this is the next showcase I want to do, Doomsday +1, just comics from my collection. I just want to talk about comics, and it was during COVID. Nobody wanted to go out, so I just said, all right, I'm going to talk to YouTube. And now 3 years later, I'm meeting you. I'm Kelsey Shannon's. We're going to do a semi-regular show. I made friends with Brian Bow of Wolf and Batsy, another phenomenal comic. What Geeks Do Network did an opening music for me. Everybody's just been great. This is so much fun. So my channel, I gotta get back to doing showcases. I've been so caught up, as you guys can understand, get my comic ready to go.
Yeah, me too. I got a ton I want to do it more read-throughs on. They're becoming one of my favorite shows to do. It's good stuff. All right, man. I'm gonna let you go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for doing
Massive
this for me.
Congrats. Oh no, my pleasure, man. Absolutely.
And thank you, everybody. I just love comics. I hope you love my comic. We're gonna start working on issue 2. We're about 95% done of this already. Because it's my first time, so I wanted to be prepared.
Yep.
And thank you, everybody. I don't know what to say. I'm just gushing right now.
I'm gonna send you all over to Unhinged. Go check out Hockey's book over there. Have a fantastic night, everyone. That's it for me for the week. I will see you again next week on some more shows. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful night.
Can I just say, I'm probably going to go live, and I'm just going to eat something because now I can finally
eat.
And I'm probably going to go live. I'm going to put an open invite in the chat to anybody who wants to come in and talk, buddies, fans, anybody, because there's no way I'm sleeping for the next couple of hours. So,
I know that feeling exactly. I know it well. Congratulations, man.
So what's the channel? I want to go over to that channel too. What's the channel we're all going to read?
It's called Unhinged Entertainment.
Unhinged Entertainment, and then
there'll be a link that'll pop up. There'll be a link that'll pop up in the chat, and you can just click it and go straight there.
And then I'll be live in about a half hour or so. I just got to eat something. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Michael. Right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I can thank
you all the backers and the chatters.
I'll say thank you 33 times.
Thank you, guys. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Individually, we are weak, like a single twig.